Hey y'all! So today I'm going to be talking about something that's really important and something that you may have to go over a little bit. Whew, all this hair is like getting on my nerves, but something you may have to think about before you start working with me. Okay, so um, this is about the types of guys that you may be into and how it affects the trajectory of your success in your dating life. Okay. So I feel like this is something that we um, are often not honest with ourselves about, especially when it comes to what can we really do with these guys are that we are entertaining, and are they really worth our time? A lot of people want to try to reform, change, work with. It's all about believing in potential and all of that. And I'm telling you, it's not worth it. I just want more people to be honest about what it really is that they're looking for, or what they're really attracted to, and how that could be stopping them. Okay, so um first of all, if you like the clout chasers, I know a lot of you love to depend on Instagram and Twitter to date guys, and I always tell you, if you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, that it's a no go, because a lot of those guys are clout chasers. They want to date or be associated with other people who have a lot of followers. And then some guys, they're just not serious, because having all of that access to you, where they're seeing everything that you're doing, where you're at on social media, it's just a lot, honestly. And it almost feels like a lot of people on social media almost feel like they know you. It's like they feel like they have this immediate barrier that's broken down, where they don't really even have to take your number or take you seriously, because they can see you all the time. And that's exactly why I blocked the guys I did on social media. So, I just, and plus, I think it's that level of, like, not knowing what I'm doing all the time. Like, I want you to miss me a little bit. Like, I don't want to see what you're doing all the time, and I definitely don't want you seeing what I'm doing all the time. It's just too much for me. I mean, a lot of people like it, but it's just a lot for me, and I already like my space, so that's that. Uh, Also, if you are liking like hood dudes that you think you can reform, look, I'm from the hood, you know. I grew up in DC, Northeast, mainly the later years of my life. If you know where this is, right off of 21st and Maryland Avenue. I legit grew up in the hood, like literally dead bodies on the streets. While I was getting ready to catch the bus for school, okay? Catch the metro to school. Because we didn't have cars. I know a lot of y'all grew up in the suburbs where your parents bought you cars and everything. Our parents did not do that. Very city life, okay? So I definitely get it. You know, it's something you can relate to and everything, but not every hood dude can be reformed. Not every single one. Not everyone is worth reforming, you know? And I want I want you guys to not invest so much of your time and your energy into that, because it's still your life. You're going to waste your entire life raising someone else or trying to make someone else into something else, when you could really be living a whole life, investing that time into your business, investing that time into your career, your own fun. Like, it's a waste. It's really a waste, you know. Also, I never had a problem when I was dating like hood guys, like to like taking me out or anything like that, because they just know, you know, I just they just know I'm not showing up. If it's not nice, you know, like, look at me. I'm not showing up to anything at nobody's apartment. I'm not showing up to a kickback or a club. They can tell by looking at me. So it's not anything that I have to like really enforce. They know. So that's also another thing. And I feel like I find that with a lot of older women trying to do that, you definitely are past the age of doing that. Like, cut that out right now. Seriously. We are too old, like, to be doing that. All of you women that's 35 and up trying to reform hood dudes, you gotta cut it off. Stop it right now. And all of you young girls who are trying to do that or trying to get some hood dude because they look like they got a lot of money or they're cute or whatever, let me tell you something right now. That money that they have, a lot of them do not know how to save or invest their money. It's very few that do, and the ones that do, they do well. But it's very few, very, very few that do. The rest of them, they're just showing money that they're going to have to reinvest to buy new drugs or pay their mama's bills or pay whoever they owe that they borrowed that money from to film that video on Instagram. Okay, so please don't get caught up in the hype. Please don't do that. Also, if you like artsy guys, this is a big, big problem, especially with social media again. You like your artsy guys who believe in all this, their art and amazing, the world is this and blah, 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 and they talk so good, but they ain't got no artsy career. It's no point in talking to them. It's no point. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if there's any time to have a great art career, the time is now. You can if you're really a great artist, all you got to do is upload some paintings and some good work and promote to the right people, build your following, and next thing you know, you're making money. And so if the artsy guy you're talking to ain't making no money, then he's just a loser, bro. That's just what it is. He's a loser. Seriously, like, I love art, and later on this year, if I ever have time, I want to start painting and drawing again and stuff, and I'll get into that later, but hopefully I have time later this year because it takes up so much time. But even I know how to make a career out of that. So if the guy that you're talking to is this RC, oh yeah, I know I can do this, I'm capable of doing all this, and he ain't doing it, girl, leave that alone, because that means he's a whole loser with no ambition, because it's so easy to come up off of art now. It's really, really easy. Like, I have so many friends that are doing so well. People that I graduated high school with that have started turn their art into clothing lines, just all types of stuff, and are doing well. So, and people love art these days. That it goes viral all the time. So, you don't have to you don't have to deal with guys like that. It's pointless. It's pointless. Like, dude, shut up, where's the work? Shut up, where is the work? Also, that goes for other girls that are talking to guys that swear that they're rappers or entrepreneurs and they talk a good game, but they not making no moves. Just cut them off. Just cut them off. There's no point. Just cut them off, okay? It's just cut them off. Let me think. Also, with dating guys on Instagram and Twitter, you have to also be careful of who you're talking to, because they may be trying to, if you have a lot of followers, because they may be trying to talk to you because they're trying to collect women with a lot of followers to make themselves feel good about themselves or be more relevant or whatever. There's a lot of clout chasers who are men, so you have to be very careful of that. Like me, I do not answer my DMs unless they are my clients, because those are who are important. So and I also need to watch out, because people will really just talk to you, guys will really just talk to you to be able to screenshot and say that they had a conversation with you at one point, so watch out for that. Be protective of yourself. Ladies, it's so serious now, like with these guys that are clout chasing. You got to be serious about who you're letting into your DMs and who you're talking to, because guys would screenshot anything to go viral, like anything. So that's really important. Let me think. The last thing I want to cover. I covered artsy guys trying to reform hood dudes and IG clout chasers. And also those guys that really aren't doing much of anything at all, but use like lit and vibes and all of that too much. Somebody asked me like why aren't the guys that they like talking to into like dating and going on dates, and I'm like, the guys you're talking to, just aren't those types. You know, like you have to be honest with yourself about that. Like these guys, if they don't introduce dating into you, like there's no way to try to change that because they may never grow into that. Because remember, there are a lot of guys in their 30s who have never taken a woman, 30s and 40s who have never taken a woman on a proper date. And that has nothing to do with the women. That's just who they were growing up, you know, and that's how they're always going to be. So you are entertaining those dudes in the now who are going to be those 30 and 40-year-old dudes who've never taken a woman on a date and they're still single or whatever their life is going to be. So you want to just cut that off because you have a life to live and you could be spending it with people who actually do things with their time instead of sit on social media and tweet lyrics or something, whatever those types of guys do. I don't know what they do. But make sure you guys are just making time for the right types of people. Because remember, it's your life. You can create it and make whatever you can out of it, you know? And you want to make sure you are surrounding yourself with the type of people that will only enrich it. And that means, and the type of people that care about experiences to enrich your life. Not these people, these time wasters. So, that was all I wanted to cover in this video, and I will be talking to you beautiful, beautiful ladies later. Remember, you can follow me on my new page, which is actually Imani Yvonne 2. It's the same name with 2 at the end. And remember, if you aren't my client, please feel free to comment in my Instagram and on my Twitter and my mentions because I can get back to you guys faster. But the DMs are way too crazy for me. But I will definitely respond as fast as I can. Everybody knows, like, if you're in my mentions and on my in my comments on Instagram, I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. So I love you guys, and I will talk to all you beautiful people later. Thank you.